Relates to your positions on the environment, specifically parkland. The Civic Federation recently passed a resolution for increased purchase of parkland. The county manager has proposed up to $3 million in the work plan for land acquisition. Do you support increasing that amount, and what are your views on it?
Well, with our 26 square miles, some of which are very urban, clearly we need a lot of park space. We have been adding 3 to 5 parcels a year since 2011, and I have been voting to add those parcels. And it's important that we keep and preserve the green space that we have. We've got to be creative. So I was not willing to say we're going to put a large amount of money into the parkland every year, because I need, as a board member, to preserve flexibility. So for example, one of the things we need is a facility for our buses. We've got to be repairing and working on our buses. That's like an industrial facility. We'd rather not do that here in Arlington. We're looking to purchase land outside of Arlington to do that facility, and that will free up space here that we can use possibly for parkland. For example, right here with this building, we are putting in money so that when this building is redone and we do parking, the parking is underground, and we can do a field on top. Again, that's not purchasing land, but that's money we need to spend to expand green space. So we need to be very aware of all of the different ways that we can do to provide green space and support the space we have. We have to be smart about it. Finally, I'm working on, this is down the line, but I think we need to cover over 66 with parkland. It's expensive, but we need to start knitting our community back together and looking at that. So there are a lot of out-of-the-box ways to increase our green space, and we need to not limit ourselves by just thinking we just need to buy more space. We need to be smart with what we have and see some other ways we can get more.
I agree very much with the idea that there's lots of out-of-the-box ways to come up with more parkland. I would not agree, though, with any effort to do out-of-the-county ways, such as purchasing land out in Fauquier County. So I just want to make that very clear up front. Access to green space, access to nature, it's critical to our creative spirits. It's critical for children in order to be able to develop problem-solving techniques. There's what's now being called, vitamin N, that shows that when you have even a short walk through natural surroundings, actually lowers your blood pressure. So it's part of quality of life. And as we add more residents to the county, we have to make sure that our availability of parks and open space and green space and access to nature keeps up with that. So I agree very much with the spirit of the Civic Federation's resolution. I don't know that a firm number of 3 acres per year is the exact way to go, but what I do know is that we need to make sure that we are demanding out of our developers, as we redevelop, that they contribute towards green space and open space, and we have to hold our developers to that. So I would not have voted, as Ms. Garvey did, to eliminate some of the open space that was planned for in Roslyn. And I also think that we need to be aspirational, and I think we ought to be able to look at doing a green loop all the way through around the county that would be a wildlife corridor. It's something we can do with Conservation Trust and other out-of-the-box tools.